Hello and welcome back. All right, so we got an amazing Skyrim map here. It actually looks really sick. I'm pretty pumped. So we're gonna recreate Skyrim inside of Worldbox. So each of these gold little ores right here, they represent a city. So we're gonna put a city on each of them, and we're also gonna I'm gonna do Stormcloaks versus Imperials. We're gonna have the whole shebang, and they're gonna control the cities they controlled at the initial entrance of Skyrim, and we're gonna see who's gonna win the Civil War in Worldbox. In our little simulation here. So first off, I need to get these cities set up. I need to figure out how this even works. There's ways to do it with this tab in the mod, but I'm gonna try and have some mixed races. Man, well, I'll see. Probably a majority human though, because they were a majority human, but there were elves and stuff in Khajiit. I wish I could have Khajiit, but you can't, right? You're Argonians. It's a sad day. So I'm gonna set it up on all the cities. I'm gonna name them up. We're gonna get the populations going. And yeah, we're gonna just recreate it. Also, we're not gonna allow new villages. We're only gonna allow them to capture the existing villages. So it's gonna be actually capturing the towns and stuff like that. I have finally finished. This took way longer than I thought it would, but I've come up with a good system. So, delving into making this map, apparently I decided to research Skyrim lore and figure out which town was which, right? So, there's different holds, and so each hold is like a region, right? And those regions, they have the cities, but they have a capital city in each region. But those holds are underneath. There's 4 holds for each, initially, both sides, besides Whiterun, which is their own independent hold, essentially like a state in the United States, if you want to look at it that way. Each state has their own capital in that state. It's kind of like that, and they're called holds. And the Stormcloaks, they have 4, and the Imperials, they have 4. And within those holds, there are smaller cities, which are represented. There's Helgen, Karthwasten, Dragonbridge over here. For the Stormcloaks, we have Kynesgrove, Iverstead, Shorestone, down for the smaller ones. And then, of course, the main capital cities, Dawnstar, Winterhold, Windhelm, Riften for the Stormcloaks, and Solitude, Markoth, Morthal, and Valkyrie for the Imperials, for the Empire. Now, it took me way too long to figure that out for some reason, because apparently I also need to rename these. Apparently just finding out what their actual names of the smaller one, the smaller ones were way too hard to find out for some reason. I knew Riverwood and that, but I didn't know I didn't know the other ones, right? So with freedom in the shadows. That is dank. In strength, these honestly, I'm not gonna really change that. They kind of fit, not gonna lie. So we have the Stormcloaks, put an S on that. Or no, Stormcloak. Wait, is it Stormcloak or Stormcloaks? Rebellions is off, because they're already having rebellion. This is rebellion. It wouldn't really make sense to have another rebellion within it. It'd be kind of weird. And Whiterun is going to be neutral, because they were neutral in the game as well at the start, and they might get taken over or something. But each little small town, basically they're gonna build up. I gave all the bigger cities, I gave them each 10, besides Whiterun, because Whiterun was kind of small, I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. And then, I'm gonna give them 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna give them all 10. And then I gave the smaller settlements 2, because they were a lot smaller than the big cities, so they're not gonna be as important. So yeah, that took way too much effort to do for some reason. I don't know what that was about. They don't have cultures yet, do they? Okay. So yeah, and was that a Discord ping? Yeah, that was a Discord ping. Alright, that one's my bad. I need to do not disturb. There we go. You will not be bothered. I apologize. I'm sorry about that. Alright. Oh my lands, that was just, I don't know why, but it is lore accurate, okay? Each of these is lore accurate. This is the beginning of Skyrim. Each of these, this is how they played out. And so we're gonna see how this alternative Skyrim works. We're gonna see what goes what. They're not gonna be able to found new cities, because they already have the cities, and they're not gonna be able to rebel, because that wouldn't make any sense. Sadly, we only have humans, really, because it's kind of really hard to get the other things in there. It's just kind of complicated to do. But the majority of Skyrim was human, or Nords, sorry. You're a Skyrim lore guy. And they're actually pretty equal stancing. They're actually really equal. The exact same population. Holy crap. I did not realize that. Well, they made it balanced in game, so it reflected in this one. Alright. Let's just see how this one turns out. The Empire versus the Stormcloaks. I've been setting this up for way too long. I don't know why. But it's finally time we get started. What if Whiterun, what if Whiterun wins somehow? That would be magical. I'm not gonna force them to be at war the entire time, because maybe, I don't know, like, sometimes there's times of peace where they're not going to war, they're still at war, but they aren't like actively attacking. But they declare war at any time. We can see what happens. So let's just get straight into it. All right, let's just go. Let's speed this up. Let's let them start to build up their cities. We're gonna have to help them get started on knowledge probably, because their cultures are not gonna be so hot. Now, the cultures, I don't know how this is gonna work. They're all gonna be separated. I mean, I guess information doesn't travel that well. It's fine. Each culture is just gonna be their own thing. I'm sure they'll figure it out. Yeah, the Nords. Ooh, okay, that. But it's not really about that, all right? It's about the kingdom. I actually like all the. What the crap? Oh my god! I thought I didn't name. Okay, I thought that I didn't name them all. Those are just the culture. I clicked on the wrong thing. No, I was like, I worked so hard on those names. Okay, it was. Oh lord. That stressed me out for way too much for no reason at all. Okay, let's let these villages. Oh, they got a bonfire going. Good for them. For these big cities, you know what? Once they get some of these things going, we're gonna go ahead and actually upgrade their buildings. Because I mean, these smaller cities, they can become bigger in time, but definitely at the very beginning they were not as big. So, all right, let's upgrade. Can I upgrade the bonfire? No, but we're gonna give these houses a couple upgrades for both sides here. Let's see. There you go. There we go. We got some good houses now. That should. Oh, ooh, that's the wrong place. Oh, yeah, sorry, you're back to tents. Mobby. And not you. Solitude, you're up. Boom, now that's starting to look better. And let's go to Dawnstar. Give their houses a boost. Go. Let's go to Winterhold. Boost. Come on now. There you go. There you go. Boom. Windhelm. My boys. Get it up. Alright, and not sure stone. Riften though. Get that thingy up, and then we're gonna go to Whiterun. Let's see here. Where's Whiterun? There they are. And that should be a good enough boost for them to start to separate even more. Because I was kind of worried, that these smaller towns would be like the same size as the big ones. That wouldn't make much sense. And okay. So I played Skyrim. I actually played it all the way through, and I actually did that recently. It was pretty fun. Probably like a few months ago, maybe. I started a run through. I was a two-handed vampire chick, killing people with a giant sword. It was fun. I'll tell you that right now. And if you're gonna ask me who did I side with, me and my homies all hate the Stormcloaks. All right. Screw the Stormcloaks. Right, I'm serious out here. Screw the Stormcloaks. Honestly, I'm not gonna stop my propaganda. Stormcloaks are garbage. I'm just saying it right here. They're pretty much they're basically just letting the Balmor take over. All right, they're just inciting a revolution when there really shouldn't be one, especially because I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. The Stormcloaks, they're racist. I said it. I'm sorry. I mean, they just are. I don't know if you didn't notice that, but if you play any other race besides Nord, you'll know the Stormcloaks are racist. I'm just saying. Like, oh, if you're a Nord, you're like, oh, they seem kind of chill. I don't know. They never really mean to me. Yeah, well, try being a Khajiit or an Argonian walking into that city, in one of these Stormcloak cities, and they call you some weird names. All right, they don't like you. Oh, we don't like your kind, traveler, like that kind of stuff. All right, that was not okay. The imperials, the empire, they were a lot chiller, you know. They you know, they didn't mind having different races there, and I support that. All right. Now, were they the best? No, honestly, I actually gonna keep it real. I kind of like stayed in between because I was just like, this is dumb. They're both fighting for dumb reasons. One wants to do some like racist crap and rebel, and the other person just wants to be a, you know, non-democratic authoritarian power. Well, I mean, they both wanted to be that. So it's not like the Stormcloaks were trying to become democratic and for the people. They literally they were just nothing. They were the same thing but worse than the Empire. It's like, oh wow, the Empire kind of sucks. Yeah, they do. I mean, they try to kill you at the beginning of the game for no reason. Okay, you're like, oh, you got caught at the border with this guy. You must be with him. Okay, well, I'm not gonna justify that. It was just very rude, and I didn't like them. But you know, as you start to get to it, you realize the Stormcloaks would have done the exact same thing to you, except probably gut you as well, but before beheading you. Like it's a poor choice either way. But at least, you know, you're not racist. I don't know. It's also Helgen is not having a fun time. I just died. Do you need help? I think they need a little bit of help. This is kind of sad. Listen, you haven't gotten destroyed by a dragon yet. You don't have an excuse. Listen, we're just gonna give them some boost. Maybe they'll start to do some stuff. It's not looking so hot for them. Also, this mountain is like, they can just kind of travel right through it. But you know, it looks like a mountain from up top. I guess that's the real thing. Right, that's all that matters. Let's see here. Okay, no, they're actually starting to, they're actually starting to do it now. Let's say if we can get some, maybe we like do this. I don't know if any trees would sprout. Does not look like it. Oh, I think that's actually all soil. Okay, that explains it. Yeah, okay, well. Thanks for letting me rant about that. I had to get that off my chest, you know? I can't stand this Stormcloak support. It's not okay. I'm saying it. If you support the Stormcloaks, you're kind of weird, dude. That was it. Yeah, okay. Well, let's take a look back at how everyone else is doing, guys. That was a weirdly, holy crap, that was a long rant. Okay. All the big cities are building up here. They're starting to, you know, fill out their territory. The smaller cities, you know, about half, besides Helgen. They're actually catching up. Heinsgrove is bigger than Windhelm right now. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Heinsgrove always did have the potential to become bigger. So, I mean, look at how much more good territory they have. Windhelm is just like in the north. Not much crap next to a mountain. It's kind of hard to sustain people there. You know, it's hard to find places to have farms and get berries and stuff like that. But Dawnstar and Winterhold, they do not care. Maybe they got some mages up here, though. Also, are these... What? The colors are a little bit weird because, you know, I changed the colors to match because I wanted red versus blue, right? But, you know, originally they weren't that color, so some of the colors are strange. Like these guys have some cyan. It's a bit strange, but also that guy just isn't wearing the right clothes. Wait, or is that just like a fancy scarf? I don't know how it works. It gets a little bit finicky, but I'm kind of hyped for Whiterun. And dude, I love Riverwood. It's such a little quaint little town. Look at them go. Also, wait, how did they get over there? Not like a bridge. What in the world? Damn it, we should definitely make a bridge. It would not make sense for there not to be a bridge here. There you go. That makes more sense. Also, same thing where Dragon's Bridge doesn't have a bridge. There you go. All right, there's your bridge. Also, Windhelm should probably have one too, right? Yeah, like why would they not have one? There you go. Same thing for Iverstead, right? Because of course they would have a bridge. They need to. Unless that's connected already. Let's take a look. That's one. Okay, I see you. Connected up. There you go. Now you actually connected. Oh my lord. Oh, why were there no bridges? Same also for Markarth. There's no, I don't think. I mean, I guess they can go all the way around town. I mean, I guess, you know, sometimes you just don't like bridges. I'm not gonna go out here and make every single bridge, all right? It's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry. Let's see how these cultures are doing. I'm sure cultures are not that far. Yep, they have just barely been able to figure out how to do any of this crap. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go back through and upgrade the houses again. I'm gonna do it. These actually, you know what? We should just we should give these big towns a coffee boost. So let's give these big towns a good old coffee boost. Increase that increase, you know, their technology level for a little bit at least. So you and Whiterun, of course. Can't forget about Whiterun. These cultures don't make any sense. Just don't pay attention to them. All right, they're just kind of like a side effect of the new update. You know, I like the culture update. Sometimes it doesn't make sense when you're doing scenarios like this, though. You could do like, I don't know, it's a bit weird. I don't even know what I would name them, but the Empire versus the Stormcloaks actually have a higher population right now. And of course, Whiterun with only 3 cities, settlements, or whatever you want to call them. It's not as much. They're kind of caught in between. So maybe they'll make an alliance with either of them. In the game, they actually sided with the Empire. So maybe they'll side that way again. I guess we'll find out. Okay, the Stormcloaks are starting to pull away a little bit. We have not seen a war declaration or anything of the sort. Let's is there a way we can check out, see its friends and enemies? Like, I was wondering if you can see, like, how do they feel towards these other people? Do they hate them? Do they like them? Oh wait, there we go. Yeah, okay, yep. They have they have a very big disdain for each other, which, you know, sounds about right. And wait, I think the Empire's pretty chill with Whiterun. Yeah, my boys. And let's check. Whiterun's just kind of chilling with each of them. The Stormcloaks, this does not seem right. The Stormcloaks don't like actually kind of like the Empire. And, you know, they're coming around a little bit. What is that? What is the god they wanted to worship? Like Tallow or something? Talon worship? I don't know. I'm gonna stop. All right, I don't listen. I know a little bit of Skyrim lore, but I don't know all of it. I'm not a, you know, I haven't delved deep. I'm not the kind of guy who's like been playing Skyrim since I was in diapers. All right. When I was in diaper, I think Skyrim was out. Wait, how long has been Skyrim? Dude, Skyrim has been out forever. Skyrim, Elder Scrolls release date. When was it released? Let's see, 5. Release 5. It's released in the Elder Scrolls 4. Wait, no. Okay, tell me when it was released, please. Publishers. No. Release 2011. No, okay. I was 11 years old. You know, it's old. You know, it's just like the same thing that's been happening with GTA. They just keep adding like random crap. Like, it's, oh, guess what, guys? We're gonna release Elder Scrolls 5 again. It's a new year, new Elder Scrolls. Yeah, Skyrim, the same one. Okay, yay. Same thing for GTA 5. There's new shaders in GTA 5? Wow. When was GTA 5 released? I gotta see this. 2013. Yeah, that's actually better than Skyrim. You know, I've known GTA 5 has been milked for a crap ton, but I guess I didn't realize Skyrim's been milked even more so. Dear Lord. At least the modding community for Skyrim is amazing, though. I did play through with a couple mods and it made the game look beautiful. Okay, it really made it look beautiful. Elgin is actually starting to get some population, and they're already bordering on Riverwood. Which, if you don't know in Worldbox, if things are bordering, it is not good time. They just decide to hate each other. You know, you think maybe boarding each other, they would maybe intermingle and realize they're not so different after all. Or maybe they can, you know, be peaceful, and no, they just actually tend to hate each other. So yeah. Oh no, yeah, that's close borders -50. That'll do it. And Stormcloaks apparently is doing better than the Empire right now. I saw the is supreme, right one. The Empire, they're so much better than the Empire. They don't even like they're not even mad at them anymore. They're just like, you guys are just losers. I'm sorry. Riften is getting pretty big. All right, let's this is at 3 times. Let's speed up. I want to see some action. I hope I didn't accidentally turn off war declaration. No, they're chilling. They're chilling. Did I do angry villagers? No, because I want them to take the towns. I don't want the villagers to die, and they don't get the town. Okay, yeah. Okay. I understand. Also, who's the king right now? Windhelm is so tiny. I think that's just the area it's kind of in. It's just a sucky area to live. I mean, who would want to live there? I mean, seriously. There's no Solstheim, which is... Dude, I played through all the DLC the last time I played. It was so good. Okay, I'm not sure how good it was, but I went there. I actually went there. And when I was going there, I went there apparently way too early than where you're supposed to in the DLC. And I was playing on like hard or whatever, you know, whatever the difficulty, just the one above normal is on Skyrim. I was just playing on that difficulty. And I was playing two-handed. So, you know, it's not the best in Skyrim. Two-handed is like alright, but you know, everyone knows stealth archer is just absurdly dumb, and it just kills everything, and no one knows where you're at. But two-handed is pretty like in your face. It gets kind of rough because you have to manually dodge stuff sometimes. You can't manually blocking is not the best. Especially against magic too. You have to dodge behind rocks. I was fighting this dragon priest with the blood sword of demons or whatever. It's a blood skull sword, summoning beams of light, trying to shoot him, and I just did no damage. Like, you just do no damage, yeah, especially when you're that low level and you haven't leveled up your two-handed too much yet. Like, I had a decent level, but not enough for a dragon priest, I'll tell you that, who could one-shot me with a giant lightning bolt. So I had to save. There was a point in time where I was saving so much that at one point I accidentally saved right before I got shot. So every time I would load, I would insta-die unless I inputted a specific movement. And if I messed that movement up, I would insta-die. So that took me a while to get out of. Also, did they declare war or something? What's this looking like? No, it does not look like it. They're just wandering about. We're having a little visit from the Empire, coming to pay a visit to Whiterun, the Rorikstead. Well, that's cute. Maybe they're talking trade deals or something. Oh, that's sweet. Look at the little army. What do they got? Stone swords. Wow, they're so technologically advanced. What? I gotta take a look at these cultures again. How are you doing? Hey, not too bad. I think we should probably give them another int boost. Let's see here. Let's give them that boost, baby. I want to see these cities get, you know, a bit stronger. Riften, Shores. No, ooh, that was the wrong one. Mobby. Also, Shorestone is massive. Holy crap. Yeah, what is the population difference between these two? What? They're actually like exactly equal. Wait, I thought. Huh. I guess Windhelm is so bad it makes up for it. And Helgen's doing alright. Iverstead, you know, is kind of in a little area, but they're not a nice area to defend though. You know, they got that bridge. But I'm sure they're hard to hold. How many years has it been? It's been 100 years maybe. Which means that Dragon War would have already come and done stuff like, I don't know. Wait, what is going on over here? I can never tell if they're fighting or just, you know, being friends. The King Vuch of the Empire is dead. Pochek and the Empire declared war on Whiterun. So I did expect something like this. Let's they were bordering, and you know, when things border, they tend to not like each other. So let's see these armies go at it. They have sticks over here. Actually, the Whiterun guys over here, they have unlocked stone swords and have actually gotten it out to their entire army, which could help, because I think a lot of the Empire is running around with sticks. So I'm not sure how much it matters though, because obviously they have a huge population advantage. We're gonna see them fight in the mountains of Skyrim, the throat of the world. Right, they're fighting, right? I can't tell. The armies are a little hard to tell because the colors are screwed up. But the Whiterun boys are amassing through these mountains. Oh, they're gonna ambush them from the side here. They're gonna draw them in. They're gonna draw them in from the army, and they come in from behind. Wait, they just... Oh my god. Wait, are they actually attacking each other? Wait, are they actually attacking each other? They're at war, but they're not... What? What's going on here? We're still at war, right? Just like but I don't get it. Where's the death? Where's the destruction? Hello? Death, destruction, disease. Where are you? This might be a glitch from messing around with the ally stuff. I don't... I'm gonna save the game. I'm gonna save it right here, and I'm gonna restart. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got back and it changed all the colors. So colors are back to, I think, what they originally were. Oh, and they're attacking now. I think that was it. So we're gonna have to do some weird colors. Just pretend you're colorblind. Yeah, just pretend you're colorblind, and it'll all make sense then. Wait. Oh yeah, Dawnstar and Morthal are bordering right now. That could quickly make them lose. And Rorikstead has fallen to the Empire. Whiterun has lost Rorikstead. To be fair, that was one of their further out settlements. What is their army doing? Their army die? I could have sworn I saw a big army over here in Helgen. They're actually going to try and take over Helgen. But wait, that could actually be huge. They lose Rorikstead, but get Helgen, which is like triple Rorikstead's size. I'd call that a win. Oh my god. They got it. Wait, what? They actually took Helgen. Oh no. That is very bad for the Empire. Yeah, they're fighting in the mountains over here. Oh, they have bows? Wait, who has the bow? The Empire has the bow. Okay. They actually have a few bows. Does anyone from Whiterun or anything have like that have a bow? That'd be... No? Oh, okay. But the Empire... They're starting to come in now. Oh my god, I'm dumb. I was about to... They took over Falkreath. No, they are Falkreath. Like, that's the Empire. Now, I thought they weren't supposed to kill the citizens. Oh no. Yeah, they're starting to begin. Falkreath is really huge now, but they did lose Helgen. That is a bad loss for the Empire. Meanwhile, the Stormcloaks, they're just chilling. They're just doing their own thing, building up in Dawnguard especially. And Dawnguard, I mean, just look at them, bruh. I don't know what I didn't know what to say, so I just said look at them and hoped you would find something. Yeah, that the border, you know, minus 50 friendliness or whatever, and they'll probably hate each other. And there might be a declaration of war soon. Well, I mean, there is a declaration of war. They might decide to attack soon. I'm just trying to, you know, make my past comments make sense. Oh, we're having some guys from Morthal, an army from Morthal marching in straight into Whiterun. Now, if Whiterun loses their capital, that's going to be very bad for them. Because, you know, it's one of the most technologically advanced places. And they, you know, their cities there are, just better suited for people, but it looks like they're maybe trying to. I can't tell who's winning here. The army in Whiterun is kind of spread out right now. There's some people holding down Helgen and Rivenwood, but I'm not sure how many here are actually to protect Whiterun. And the king of Whiterun was slain by Pada. Good old classic Pada, am I right? And they are going to try and take over Whiterun. It looks like they're going to take it over, and Whiterun has fallen. So now, Helgen is actually the capital, funny enough, what they just took. But Whiterun, their main capital, I mean, is what the hold's named after. It's what their state is named after, is gone. Russell got a muffin, unrelated note, and it's pretty good. I wasn't sure how good it'd be, but it's really good. This muffin is good. I just wanted to let you know. This muffin was pretty good. That's all. I like the muffin. I think there's some army in Valkyrie. I'm gonna eat this muffin. Alright. They start like, there's like an army marching in, so. Oh, there we go. Now we're seeing a march in. Now we're seeing the Empire start to march into Helgen. There's already a few troops here in Riverwood, but not too many to make a difference to actually capture it. Just to scout out, I assume. But now we see a small little force moving into Helgen to test the defenses, while the main forces are behind, ready to kick in once they scout it all out. Now I'm waiting for the Stormcloaks to maybe take an action here, because if the Empire is able to take control of the Whiterun hold, then that could be very bad for the Stormcloaks, because they would start to fall behind economically. Because, before they were very close, they literally had an equal population, but now with the extra territory they're about to gain, it could very well swing the Empire's way. And Helgen is the final outpost of the Whiterun hold, the Whiterun Kingdom. The losers are about to fall, and the army is marching in, baby. And march in they are. They have killed the king of Whiterun, well, of Helgen, of technically Whiterun, but like not really. Still part of Valkyrie's hold, but like, you know what I mean. And the king that was just pronounced is now dead again, and Helgen has fallen, and it is now Empire and the Stormcloaks only. The Empire's taken over Whiterun, neutral hold, and now it's just between the Stormcloaks and the Empire. And the Stormcloaks have immediately declared war on the Empire, or they're likely to attack. I'm sure they should have done it a bit earlier, I'm just saying, because right now it's looking a bit rough, because they are obviously very down population size. But the war does take a toll on the army, but with a huge population size, you can very easily start to make the difference with the amount of troops you can produce. Winterhold is very strong though. Shore Stone, very huge as well. But the Empire's big cities are very big, and Windhelm is not doing so hot. Stone looking pretty good though. Of course, they declare war, and we should probably look to the closest border. But it looks like there's some battles going down here, and oh yeah, there's an army. They just came from the freaking woods, dude. They actually attacked from the woods. They came from Winterhold and Dawnstar all the way down to Whiterun to burn it to the ground. And are they gonna take over Whiterun? This could be very big for the Stormcloaks. This is a very important city. They actually took it. Holy crap, where's the Empire army at? They really needed to hold that. They still, of course, have Riverwood and Rookstead, but the Whiterun was a big loss, because that town, the culture there knows a bit more about blacksmithing, or whatever you want to say. So, and they also have better, houses and things. I think we're also going to upgrade big cities again. I want to make them even stronger. So I'm going to do that real quick. I have officially upgraded all these cities right now. As you can see, the cities are, oh my, what is going on with that guy? I just felt like he was absurdly fast. What in the world was that? Yeah, you can see all the cities now have been upgraded. Oh, because I gave them caffeine. I'm dumb. Yeah, caffeine because I wanted to boost the production, but of course that also makes them fast. Kind of forgot about that. So I didn't think about that for some reason. But nonetheless, they are actually assaulting Helgen right now. Again, this could be enough. This is a big city. This used to be one of the smaller cities, especially at the beginning. They couldn't find a way to. Oh wait, Whiterun's being taken back to the Empire? The Stormcloaks. Okay. Oh, I just punched the bike again. Oh my god, I gotta move this. Dude, there's just Stormcloaks sitting out in the middle of the tundra waiting to ambush people. Like, that is some, like, crazy crap going on. Like, what is that? But they did lose Whiterun because their army went to Helgen. They did take Helgen, but they lost Whiterun, so not a good trade. Like, Helgen's good, big, but of course Whiterun, they have a little bit better of a situation over there, technology-wise. I keep bringing that up. I just want to, if I just repeat it enough, nothing happens because you have already heard it many times. Well, so Riften, how about Riften? Okay, and Whiterun has been taken back by the Stormcloaks. Whiterun is the center of, like, all of it right now. Oh my god. You would think Dawnstar and Morthal would be getting it on, but I think Dawnstar is holding pretty well. Sometimes I just shouldn't talk, because Dawnstar has immediately fallen as soon as I said that. I take it back. That is a huge loss. Like, I mean, that is a really big loss. That is one of their major frontal outposts to keep hold against the Empire's northern sectors or holds, and they lost it. And it was also very, strategic. Like, it's just a nice spot. You have room for a port once you gain access to boats, all around here. But yeah, that's just not looking good. But see how we're gonna see how the Stormcloaks cope. It's not looking too hot for them. They do have Whiterun and Helgen, so they did, they did lose something but gain two. But it's up to you. They actually would have double the population of what they lost, but of course they have already taken Rock Orikstead Empire and Riverwood, so it's kind of weird to trade. And Dawnstar does have better housing, so they can potentially start to ramp up their population. Riverwood is stuck in the middle with you. What? Riverwood, are you okay? Blink twice if you're okay, Riverwood. I've decided now that since, I mean, they're at the point now where they can have war. They don't need to, like, kind of stave off while they're building up. And now it's like an actual, this is actual warfare, baby. Where, there's gonna be permanent war going on. They're gonna be permanently, have to be on the lookout for attacks and takeovers of their towns. Now, I want to see, I think we're going to do something crazy here. So I'm actually going to give everyone super intelligence. And super intelligence shouldn't have any effect on, like, physical traits or anything. Like, if it did, it'll counter it, it'll counteract it by having everyone have it, because I just want to see the technology progress. Because, sometimes the technology can move a bit slow, and Worldbox, they're very slow about it. And it's kind of hard to speed it up. You can't just give them technology. So, like, in the caffeine, it does it a little bit, but not too much. So hopefully that will speed it up and they'll get out of the Copper Age, maybe into the Bronze Age, maybe, because it's looking a little rough. So hopefully with all of that crap, they the cultures will start to kind of boom in each town. Maybe I could have just missed the leader. That'd be awkward. Surely. One. Everyone should have it, pretty much. That'd be unfortunate if I just missed the village leader. Oh, this guy has it. Wait, let's take a look at your cultures. How's it doing? Knowledge gain is 1.4. It is doing crappy. Well. Wait. What did I give them? Genius. Oh, I gave them genius, not super intelligence. No wonder. Well, they're all about to be geniuses and super intelligent. That's my bad there. That's my B, y'all. Okay, let's try that one again. And now their technology should ramp up like crazy. All right. Okay, that one was my bad. I chose the wrong one. All right, now let's take a look at it. Okay, yeah, 11. Wait, 1.4, 11. Did I miss the leader? Let's take a check. I did. Let's just make sure we grab. You don't have to see this. I'll cut this out. We actually take a look back at the kingdom layer. Their population is actually pretty much the same, and the Stormcloaks actually have a slight advantage. The Helgen take, so they're still very equal. It's actually surprising how equal they are. You know, I thought one would kind of surge out ahead quickly, especially since the Empire took Whiterun, but the Stormcloaks retaking of Whiterun back from the Empire, well, they didn't. Well, they had it, and then they lost it again, but then they had it again, I think, if that's the correct history. I mean, now it's just a constant battle zone with fire apparently raging through the plains fields. It's looking a bit rough for the citizens there, and Riverwood did get lost. Now Valkyrie is going to be under attack. Valkyrie has a pretty massive population, though. We have a world population of almost 4,000, so it's definitely not small. There's going to be some big armies out here. And, all the classic stone sword armies coming from the Empire here. From Rorikstead, the specialty boys. I want to check the culture again. How are you doing? 11.7. Oh, not bad. Maybe we can finally get some boats going. Maybe get some naval landings in. Which you don't really need to because you're not isolated, but you know. Wait, the king of the Stormcloaks was killed. Why? What? Where was he? Also, it is a... Well, I guess it's not a big deal. But as the ages go on, if... Oh, wait, Whiterun's being taken back over. Okay. That is... Now the Empire definitely has a sizable advantage. It was pretty close before, but having a Whiterun... If the Stormcloaks don't take it back, and Whiterun is put into use economically, then it can... This could honestly just tip the tides. But anything can happen in Worldbox, let's be honest. So Rorikstead is just not expanding. I don't think they have that much access to lumber. Which is why, yeah, they're having a little rough time getting lumber to spread out onto the fields here. Surprised they haven't like traded for it or something. You know, Worldbox is a little scuffy sometimes, but we make do. And that battle for Helgen and Riverwood are commencing right now. It is Iverstead. I forgot about Iverstead. They're very tiny. They're easy to forget about, but you know, we love our boys in Iverstead. They just chilling. They're ready to protect their boys. They have sticks. What is going on with this guy? Did I accidentally give it? No, it's just that guy who was decked out in traits for some reason. Man. I think I just muted myself. It'd actually be a tragedy if I'd been muted for quite a while now. That would be disgusting. And Valkyrie, there's a battle happening in the middle of Valkyrie, I think? Or is there any army here? Wait. There's an army to the north preventing them from actually taking it. Oh, there's some of the Empire surging in. It's kind of hard to tell who's on whose side. What's going on here? Are they attacking? Oh, there they go. Sometimes they're like walking right past each other. Empires. Yeah, okay, they're holding Valkyrie. I was worried they would lose it there, but no, they're holding it pretty well. What's going on? There's a big battle happening up here in the mountains to the north. Some like guerrilla warfare is going on up here, dude. Like, what is even going on? They're like running past each other. I think some of these are just regular villagers, so they don't attack them. But it's just very strange. Like, what is even going on? Sometimes it's just, like, what is this? What is this? Whiterun is still holding some. Why is this guy over here? What? This guy's like a town leader from one of these towns, and he's just in the middle of Whiterun for some reason, and he just got killed. Well, that'll do it. You know, like what was he doing? We'll probably never know. All right, I'm back. Had to say hi to my family. I didn't have to, but I wanted to. Okay, just don't judge me. I like my family. Let's see here. The King Shogi, the Empire's dead. You know, I don't think I do this enough. I need to look at the kings. You know, because they're a big deal. They're kings. Also, they could have a much bigger army. Holy crap. Let's see here. How in the world do you say that name? Ehishif. 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 That's close enough. He's pretty good. He does have the super intelligence trait, but everyone does pretty much in the world. Everyone's just very big brain. This is big brain time, baby. Right, good to know. King Shogi just passed away, sadly, but he take over his slot. Now, who is the king of the Stormcloaks? Kassit. Oh, actually, it's copper. Interesting. Golden tooth. Symbol of, and he's getting on in the years. He might die soon, but he looks kind of he actually looks kind of sick. Not gonna lie. Yeah, what does King Shogi have? What does he have? Some good equipment? How do I ever? Oh, he's got silver. Ooh, sucks to be the Stormcloaks, dude. Imagine not having silver. Loser. Okay, that was just mean. I still hate the Stormcloaks though. They can burn. Let's slow time down. Holy crap, there is a big battle happening outside of Helgen and Falkreath right now between the two Stormcloaks and the Empire. I don't know if my mic even picks me up when I do some of that. Oh, and they're dying. Oh, I think some of these villagers are actually in the kingdom, but they changed. But there's I don't know anymore. But I actually think the Stormcloaks are winning and getting it. They're moving into Falkreath. They're pushing the Empire troops out of Falkreath. Falkreath might fall here. We're gonna see the percentage start to tick up. This could be a very big win. If they take control of this entire southern region, the timer did pause. They're losing Riverwood though. It's not too big of a deal, but if they can't manage to take Falkreath to make up that loss, then this could be very bad. I'm like stuttering here. What is going on? Brain is just like stopped working. Okay, okay, dude. Nice. Oh my god. 69%. Okay, we get it. You're funny. You're funny, and they're gonna get pushed out, and the number's gonna fall back to 0. That is a huge loss. They lost Riverwood. They lost all their armies in Falkreath. And the Empire reinforcements came through and saved the day. What a beautiful story. And now they're back at it again. And now the army, the huge Empire army that came in to back up Falkreath is probably going to move into Helgen here. And definitely could possibly do some damage. You know what? We haven't had a dragon. I want to have a dragon. I mean, this is Skyrim after all. There's a dragonborn. Let's throw in a dragon. They're gonna resurrect from here. Just gonna have dragon right there. Why? I don't know. Look at him go. What's your name, dragon? Isamur Treving. Oh, forgot that one of the mods buffs dragons, so they're actually. And he immediately went to the Stormcloaks. Well, it sucks to suck for the Stormcloaks. Listen, I guess I did place. I tried to place them in between. You go either direction, but luckily no troops were in Kynes Grove or didn't have bows at least to shoot them to make them angry. That could have ended very poorly for them. He's just traveling to the side of the map, and he's burning a mountain and is about to fall asleep. Maybe. Oh no. Okay. So it was like the Stormcloaks are holding out in Helgen, this choke point here. Somehow, I don't know how, they're holding it from all directions, and they're actually pushing back into Riverwood, which is very surprising. Oh, wait, are they gonna take it? It's pausing here and there. Falkreath, what are they doing? The Empire is getting a massive army, but they're just in the middle of the woods, doing nothing. Okay then. But I think we're actually gonna see. Okay, dude, what is going on? You saw that too, right? That wasn't just me. Oh my god. All right. Okay. And they did take. Okay, you know, this is actually just going right back and forth down here. I thought with the large army the Empire had, they would make some more progress, but I'm just mistaken. You know, warfare doesn't always go according to plan. So this random. Wait. What in the? You're telling me this fly is a citizen of the Stormcloaks. This fly, this fly is cyan for some reason. I don't think that's normal. He's a genius fly, dude. This fly is a spy for the Stormcloaks. This fly is definitely a spy. Fly spy. Yeah. What is he doing? Oh my god, there's fire raging on the border between Helgen and Falkreath. So, I'm just gonna have to speed this up. Oh my god. The drama. Wait, what? King Peb? When was the King Peb? I thought the king was the other guy. What in the world? Did I miss this guy changing kings as well? Yeah, it's Tino now. Yo, who the crap is Tino? What? I guess I just missed that. My bad. Well, Ovachov, is now the king. Wow. He's immortal though. Wait, hold up. Wait, he's immortal though. How? I guess, some people are just born like that. They're just born better. Nothing you can do. Oh then, alright. Well, they have a mortal leader now. Meanwhile, in the Empire, they do not have one. I guess that's just the basic way to say it, yep. I don't know how long this battle's gonna rage down here. This war has been going on for centuries, almost. No, whoa, when did this happen? It just happened just recently. It's official, the Empire's taking Winterhold, another major city in the north. While the major battles down here in Riverwood and Whiterun and Falkreath have been happening. Wait, hold on. It's so close. They might take it. Empire troops are rushing in to make sure they don't take Falkreath. It's very close to percentage. If it just takes up one more time. All it takes is one more. Gets up to 100%. Come on, wait. Why isn't it ticking up? Is the town leader holding it down like a G? I think he was. Falkreath has fallen. Again, another trade, Winterhold and fallen. Big city, big win, but they lost Falkreath at the same time. It's just trade after trade. They're very evenly matched, dude. It's actually kind of insane. I have not expected to be this close. Alright, I'm trying to keep better track of the kings, alright? King Tino is dead. We now have King Jin, who is also immortal. Wow. I didn't think immortals spawn this much. That's kind of weird. But maybe... No, everyone still has super intelligence. They haven't, weeded it out of the genetics yet. It seems to be passed down if both parents, so this guy doesn't have it. Does. Most people have it. I was thinking maybe, everyone else who had it died, and the only one who, was immortal continued on being a super genius, but no, everyone still has it. He's just better, I guess. He's built different. What can you do? Whiterun is still holding out, surprisingly, now that it's facing down 3 Stormcloak cities at once. I mean, it's looking pretty rough. The territory up north is very valuable. It contains a lot of access to the sea, especially to make ports and stuff like that. Maybe get some fishing boats going out. Something like that, at least. Yeah, they get some fishing boats, but down here, if you're not on the sea, it's really hard to, unless you're them. I guess they make a port. River. Oh wait, they actually got some boats going on. Hey yo, there's some boats going on. They've unlocked the power of boats. Oh my god, there's a giant Empire army. Oh my lord. That is a massive army outside of Falkreath. They must have called in everyone. They must have recruited everyone. Maybe, did the spy find out? Are the Stormcloaks ready? That's the question. It doesn't look like it. I think they played the spy. I think the spy was a double agent. Dear Lord. They have bows and sticks. Sometimes have swords. That guy's immortal. Dear Lord, half the army is going into the north, looks like. Cut off some of the armies here. They're actually drawing some of the Stormcloak armies up north into Whiterun. There's another map. I forgot how big these guys are. I mean, there's 2k population per each with a little bit more towards the Empire. Their armies are looking massive. Let's take a look at the kings here. Not the kings. Is he a militarist? No, he's a diplomat. What was I? Oh my god. My life is 828 total army. What is he looking at? Oh no. I don't know what happened, but the Empire has almost 3 times the army size of the Stormcloaks. What happened? They're not that far apart. Oh my, someone threw a Molotov right onto half of the Empire army. They're all burning to death. Jesus Christ, that Molotov just were an MVP of the century, dude. That one guy probably killed like 100 imperials? Is that the Empire citizens? Empire's war people? I don't know, but there's plenty more of them to make up for that. Riverwood is falling. Okay, this was actually insane. This was like a fully coordinated attack. They all came in at once together. I did not think they would know how to do that in Worldbox. You know, they usually just throw their minds, like their lives mindlessly at the enemy until someone wins. But that was like an actual strategy. I think they're learning. The AI is learning, dude. This is kind of scary. Dude, if I can't upload this, and what if I upload the AI to the internet? Oh no. What? Okay, besides, alright. I can't speculate. No, if they somehow gain sentience and abduct me into Worldbox itself and I become a citizen in there, at least like give me some berries or something. It'd be nice. Appreciate it. Alright. Make me immortal if you could too. That'd be kind of chill. But like make sure like I'm in my own like little area with a ton of other people. Like we're just like in a chill little area. Like you can have the rest of your world do whatever you want. But if you just put us like in a little corner, wall us off, you know, just give us everything we need. And we'll be good. We'll just have a nice little life down there. Just couldn't throw them. If you just, as long as you don't throw me into the middle of hell and with a ton of dragons, I think I'll be chilling in Worldbox. So, dragon has been sleeping. He really doesn't like this mountain. I'll tell you that right now. What the? Wait, did he come down here at one point? It looks kind of like it. Alright, now, what are the armies doing? I want to check the army difference again. They 795 and 242. It is not getting any better. Now, what are the troops doing? And why are they not putting it into this war? They have double the troops. They could very easily end the war. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. No, it can't be. What if Whiterun is actually a secret state still? Like they've lost, but they're actually still a secret society, war profiteering. Because Rorkstead, they were the ones who like had the most advanced technology with the swords. What if they gave the technology? They sold the technology and they're selling weapons to both sides. Oh my god. And they're keeping the war eternally going. Oh, I think I cracked the code. I don't think that's possible, but, you know, wait, where's the spy at? No, don't tell me we lost Fly Spy. Fly Spy, where are you? Oh, he's gone. He's dead. Well, you do. How did you just lose a fly? Rise. Oh, now we're seeing some invasions back into Falkreath. They're trying to reclaim the Empire city. They started out as the Empire. They've been under Stormcloak hold for the past 50 years, I think. And now they want to take it back. They've been trying. They took back Whiterun after they lost it. They took back Riverwood after they lost it again more recently. And they need to take back Falkreath and Helgen, the main cities. I'm surprised there hasn't been an attack on Windhelm. Directly on the capital. Their hold is looking pretty massive. They just sent an army down there? They could definitely wipe it out. Kynesgrove and Windheim. I mean, these cities are starting to get huge up here. So I guess to be fair, so are these, but not as much. Like Kynesgrove, Everstead. You know, I thought, oh, is that there's this? Oh wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, they can't push them back out of Falkreath. They definitely can't. There's just way too many. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Look at them swarm. The Empire soldiers are pouring in to Falkreath. They finally reclaimed the Holy Land. They're about to move on to Helgen, I think. But there is a massive army here as well. This is going to be the meeting of the century. And the king of Ovichovi, the immortal king, has actually died. Shizo is now the king. Question is, are you immortal, bro? You king of this kingdom? Nope, he's not. He's 7 years old. He's about to die of old age. Well, rip their immortal leader. He died. And when he loved. Dying, I guess. That doesn't make any sense. You know, how about we just take a look at this? Look at the warfare. Helgen is falling to the Empire after falling to the Stormcloaks. After falling to the Empire and then falling again to the Stormcloaks, but originally from the Empire. Keep up. That guy just got launched. Oh my god. What kind of weapons are they rocking now? We got some bronze. This guy still has a stick. I like how there's like some people like, yeah, we got like bows. This guy's decked out in full copper armor, and like the guy next to him was like, yeah, bro, I got a stick. Bet. Let's go get these guys. Let's go get these fools. Oh, they're raising Helgen. You do realize Helgen is your home people, right? Empire. You can't raise it all to the ground. These are your people. Chill. Oh my god. These are originally your people. Please don't burn the entire town down. Also, where's the dragon? He actually is not. Surprisingly, has not attacked the towns over here yet. Ow. He just has been wandering over here. You know, I thought maybe adding the dragon would be spicy, but he's just not doing anything. And they're finally, it's the Battle of Helgen. Where's the remaining Stormcloak troops? They can't have that many. 205 to almost 1,000. It's looking very bad for Stormcloaks right now. The army difference is just too insane, I think, and they're losing territory too. I mean, the only difference they had to make up for Winterhold loss was this Riverwood Falkreath hold, but now with those two missing, as well as Winterhold, it is not looking good. And you can already see an army over here just moving in too. It's, oh my god, it's the Stormcloak Rebellion is definitely going to be put down, I'm sure. All it takes is time right now. All is going to take is time. I did not realize though that, thinking about it, it's actually kind of hard to invade down here. There's just so many rivers. It's very hard. I mean, same over here, but you know, they never got over here. But the homeland over here, it's like hard to maneuver. You have to go all the way around here. You have to go through Windhelm itself, down to get to Riften. Riften is going to be very hard to take. That I can guarantee. So is Shorestone. Now, if Winterhold just moves down some troops here, they can strike. They can flank them, but or they can just, you know, amass all their troops over here and just send it straight down middle. I'm surprised, like, they haven't done a maneuver for Winterhold. They've let it fall and they haven't tried to get it back. There's been no small operation or anything like that, and Helgen still hasn't fallen yet, but the population is quickly falling as a lot of the troops, the men there, or women, you know, Worldbox has both, and they both fight to the death. It's very progressive. Respect it. Okay, I'm actually very surprised it's not falling now, because there's like at least like 200 troops in Helgen from the Empire. Maybe like 2 regular like Stormcloak troops. Like what? How are they holding? They're holding the edge over here. I see. Okay, they're holding the border. They're exploiting the Worldbox system. You know, that's not very RP friendly of you. Okay, Stormcloaks, you're breaking the physics of the game. But they have a ton of archers holed up over here, over the mountains. These mountain passages, they can do a lot of damage. It still won't be enough, I don't think. But you know, they're trying. They're trying their hearts out. And another mass of troops is in Helgen as well. It's oh my god, it's not looking good. Or 5 times. I'm just gonna need to. We're just gonna see the slow fall of the Stormcloaks. You know what? I'm happy. I'm not gonna pretend to be sad. Screw. You know, me and my homies all hate the Stormcloaks. They are not okay. They're racist. They're like not chill. I mean, come on. They're just like the Empire, but just worse. It's like, wow, got doo-doo, and now you kind of. I was just, it's like, oh wow, the Empire's doo-doo, and Stormcloaks are the doo-doo of the doo-doo. Got him, roasted. That was so terrible. I have to apologize immediately. You know, enough rambling. Helgen is being taken. And I think it's about to be finally taken back. It is scarred from warfare, that is for sure. Many people have died. It's not been a bloodless war. And the deaths, almost 10,000 people in total have died. Through war or old age, you know, kind of both. It's kind of hard to tell which, but throughout all that time, war has been going on. And, you know, indirectly, there's definitely going to be causes for deaths. The war, you know, food shortages, stuff like that. Helgen has been reclaimed though by the Empire, and now the Stormcloaks, they're hiding out over here in the Rift and the Windhelm place. I forget what the whole names are. I just have the cities over here. All right. I just know one is like haven't expanded farther. I actually really like this system though of having cities that they can take over. Instead of just expanding to cover the entire map. I think this was a very good decision. And I might try to do more stuff like this. With like checkpoint. Like, you know, I just think it looks really cool and you get some cool stories as well. So I think I'm gonna do more stuff like this. Like maybe if we did like the United States and each state, you know, but it was like the actual state. You know, and you took it over entirely or something like that. I don't know. Or maybe like I split each state into quarters if they're big enough or stuff like that. I don't know. I could figure something out like that. That'd be kind of interesting. Potentially even with countries, but it'd be very hard to because, you know, there's so many of them. Holy crap. Also doing cities too, be a little rough. But, you know, I just have to do the rough things sometimes. And the king of the Stormcloaks is dead. Who even knows who the king is anymore over there? Like, we have an immortal king over here. He's doing his business. Jin. Good old Jin. Don't go. But, like, the Stormcloaks are just having issues over here. Imagine not having an immortal leader. Lol. Question is, when are they going to strike? When will the Empire strike and finish them off? Finish off the rebellion that's been going on for almost 3 centuries. Speaking of, Windhelm is actually falling right now in front of our eyes. Windhelm has fallen. The capital of the Stormcloaks has fallen. It's been moved to Riften. Makes sense. The second biggest city. Well, I mean, I guess they were the first biggest city, but Windhelm was, you know, in the game. It was, I think, pretty much the capital. Stormcloaks. But they did exactly that. I think they came down from Whiterun Dawnstar. Yep, exactly. And took over Windhelm. And this is going to grant them access to the northern side. So they can push in from 2 things. And Iverstead is falling to the Empire. They are striking. And some troops are moving out. They're retreating back home, getting ready to defend. I don't think they're going to give up. Don't think they are. There's a ton of... Oh, wait, how did they get over here? How did they get this deep? They must have had they had a transport boat drop them off down here. Oh, they're using the rivers to transport their troops. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at them go. Now this is gaming. How's this culture doing? We need to take. I want to see if they have enough for like watchtowers. Let's see. Do they? They not unlocked watchtowers somehow? Wait, has no one unlocked watchtowers? Wait, how is that even possible? I feel like it's not that rare of a thing, right? I Surely someone has. Like in the entire place? Oh, just these guys, really. Man, the only people who've unlocked watchtowers? Oh no. Falkreath has as well. Only a couple, actually. I don't even see any. They haven't even built them. Oh wait, there's one. Oh, Riverwood has one. Or two, actually. Okay. Not too bad then. We got some watchtowers over here. I mean, that just makes it even harder to take back. And now that Iris has fallen, it's just they have full access to the river here. I mean, the only thing keeping Stormcloaks from pumping their troops right into Riften was Iverstead. Because now they can just sail right down the river, plant their troops right into Riften. This is bad news. I mean, we knew this was going to happen. As soon as, you know, all these cities over here start to fall. It's just, you know, the inevitable. Now if they move across the bridge here to Kynes Grove, take that, I think Riften's it's going to be the last holdout. Maybe Shorestone, take a bet now, will be Shorestone or Riften to be the final holdout. I mean, we know who's won, but, you know, we gotta see how they win. It's not about who won sometimes, it's about the story, it's about the journey to the winning. That kinda makes sense. What is this troop guy doing here? Where is your army at, buddy? Did the Stormcloaks even have an army? They have 82 people. And the Empire has 1,700. There's literally 82 people who are trained to fight for the Stormcloaks right now. This is just sad. But the Empire is going to be reunited. And maybe be able to hold off from the Thalmor threat. Who knows? Maybe they unite Skyrim under the Empire banner and save it from the Elven threat. You know, we all hate the okay, I hate the Stormcloaks. If you don't hate the Stormcloaks, you're kind of weird, not gonna lie. But all of us, I think, hate the elves, bro. Elves are very weird. Just, like, snobby, dude. Like, I mean, come on. Stop acting like you're better than everyone else. Yeah, we humans might be a little dirty. We might be a little morally corrupt, or, you know, you're not better. Okay, I don't know. I'm arguing against a straw man now. That's literally it. And the Kynes Grove is starting to fall, I think. Scroll out. Where's the army at? It's only 17%. There's like two guys over here on the other side of Kynes Grove. Not even like in it. They're over the river. That's just awkward. Why is there like so many people wandering about the woods, dude? Bro, what is that about? The king of the Stormcloaks was slain again. They have assassinated the king so many times, it's ridiculous. Also, this port right here enabled the troop movement. Looks like there's some like ambushes from the south here into Shorestone. There's groups kind of running rampant around here, just running through the towns. Also some villagers for some reason. Really need to end this war. You know, it's been dragging on for so long. The Stormcloaks, they just need to, honestly, you need to realize when you've been defeated and make sure your people are safe, not killed. But I think they're gonna fight to the last man. You know what I think we're gonna do? We're gonna turn on angry villagers. I think it's time for the villagers to fight back. You know, they're getting desperate now. They don't hold. You know, they're gonna lose everything. Especially these core cities of the Stormcloaks. I'm sure they'll be punished. They need the citizens to fight back against the Empire. Yeah, beat them. Beat the children up. Get them. Probably was a dumb decision. Because it's probably just going to drag this out even more. But we're in it for the long haul, baby. I'll see you at the end. Alright, we are seeing an assault on the Riften right now. It's pretty large, putting down a lot of citizens out of Riften. Grove did fall. Didn't want to mention it because it wasn't too eventful. Yeah, really nothing happened. There just wasn't really any troops up there. The villagers kind of got massacred. But, you know, same thing's kind of happening here in Riften anyway. Oh my god, there's so many bows. Dear lord, they need to chill. Yeah, the bad villager definitely, they dragged the game out quite a long time. Let's be honest, I think at this point, the villagers don't have to will the fight. Let's be honest here. I'm just gonna keep it straight. The villagers, oh my god, I thought I just like broke the game. I would have been so sad. Are the villagers still dying? No, okay, I think they finally gave up. Still a few troops up here. We're stone. Who even knows what's going on over here? I mean, there's just like no troops left. Honestly, there's 12. The only thing we can do is just watch. So let's just speed up to times 25. Watches versus falls. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna set it to times 25 for me. I'm gonna set it to I'm just gonna, probably gonna speed it up in editing. So it won't take too long for you guys. Might take a little bit for me, but it's just gonna be. I'm just gonna put the camera right here, and it will end. So thanks for watching. Love, have a good evening, morning, wherever you are. Appreciate you guys. Subscribe if you want to. If not, hopefully I'll see you next time. But have a good evening, morning, wherever you are, and peace.